Welcome everyone, welcome to the Bass Player, and welcome to this completely free and 100% online course. Alright, we are going to start the course with the first chapter. In this chapter, we will see how to master the jump. Right hand, left hand, and right hand on your bass guitar. There you go. I had also done this trick, but I see that most people still can't get a good duet on the bass guitar. So this time we are going to take our time so we can properly study the right duet technique on the bass guitar. There you go. Okay, let's get started. First, we're going to use our left hand. To play the bass guitar, we need all four of our fingers. We need these four fingers. These four fingers. There you go. Okay, let's position our fingers on the bass guitar like this. You see how I positioned my hand, right? There you go, on the bass guitar like this. There you go. So you need to make sure that each finger, that is every finger, stays in a specific fret. Let's take this as an example. Here on the bass guitar, you'll see that this finger, meaning the index finger, I place it here. The middle finger here. The ring finger and the pinky, I place them here. You'll see that I have them exactly placed in the frets. Each finger must stay in each fret. This is very important. You need to check that. For example, here we are on the bass guitar. You need to make sure that each finger stays in its fret. It's essential for you to respect each fret with each finger. This is crucial. You'll see that the finger there, thank you. It's not in the middle of the fret like this. It's here, it's a bit more towards here. The finger stays here. The finger stays here. This finger also stays here. There you go. That's the first thing you need to master. Okay. Now the second thing is how to hold the neck. That is how to hold the guitar. You'll see that people use the wrong fingering. They hold their mic like this, sorry. They hold their bass guitar like this. You see the thumb there, right? The thumb sticks out and the fingers are like this. It would be very complicated for you to play with this fingering. So what should you do? You see this thumb, you see the thumb, you put it like this, you slide it downwards. There you go. You see here, right? It's a bit free, so you have the ability to move your thumb. Just like that. Now here's how to position your fingers. Now there are others who will do it like this. You'll see that here it will be curved. No, that's not the right fingering. All the fingers need to be aligned flat on the string like this. See, it's not curved like this. If you do it like this, you'll feel pain here. If you do it like this, you'll feel pain here and here as well. So it needs to be curved like this with the thumb. Now the thumb, see, the thumb is what makes the difference. It's actually what creates the guitar playing. You can clearly see the thumb, right? You should carefully place the thumb exactly like this. The thumb absolutely shouldn't go past the neck at all. It should always stay right here, precisely in this position. You absolutely shouldn't be able to see the thumb at all. This particular detail is extremely important and crucial to remember. Okay, now the thumb should be slightly angled like this, not straight like this. There you go. The thumb should be slightly angled like this. Alright, now let's continue. Keep the thumb like this and then place your finger. And you need to make sure you can see the thumb. No, you see the thumb. It shouldn't be far from this finger or from this finger either. The thumb, I'll say it again, the thumb should not be far from this finger and from this finger as well. So if you place the four fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this on the frets, the thumb, you see my thumb, right? If I position my fingers correctly, the thumb is not far from this finger. The thumb is also not far from this finger. There you go. Now after that, it will place the thumb correctly. Now you place the fingers on the frets. Okay, that's the correct positioning. Now when you start playing your key, this part is very important. When you start playing your key, we are in the key of C. Here, you'll see that I am on these 5 strings. There you go. You'll see that as soon as I want to play the note here, on this string, I want to play C, my C, which is here. I'm going to lower the thumb a little. I'm going to lower it just a little so that the fingers aren't curved. If I keep the thumb up like this, for example, and I want to play, if the thumb is still up and I want to play my C here, I have to bend my fingers like this. You see, right? So you see, if the thumb is up, the fingers will be bent. So you have to lower, you'll see, lower the thumb downwards. So when you lower the thumb, there you go, the fingers will straighten up. Okay, I'm going to show you the thumb. On the back of the bass guitar, you'll see, okay, there you go, you see my thumb is back here. So the thumb has to make the movement on the guitar. If I want to play the string, the first string, which is the 6th string on my 5-string bass guitar, my thumb will be a bit higher up here. That gives me the ability to easily play the notes that are on this string. Now, if I'm going to play just on the string below, I'll lower my thumb a little. If I want to play on that string, you see that I lower it. I just lower my thumb a bit so that my fingering is free. If I want to play the string, the last string, which is the G string, you'll see that I'll lower my thumb all the way down to this level. You'll see I've completely lowered my thumb. You'll see that I can play easily. I can play easily the notes that are here. So as I go up, I'll also raise my thumb. You see, right? So the thumb has to move. It has to follow the other fingers. If this part goes down, the thumb must go down accordingly with it. I'm going down, you see that the thumb goes down. I'm going up, the thumb goes up too. There you go, you need to make sure it works like that. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now we're going to look at the right hand. There you go. It's very important to position it correctly. Your hand, your arm on the bass guitar. You'll clearly see that, well, right here, this is indeed the main body of the bass guitar. We are going to carefully position our entire arm on the guitar. You'll observe that I've placed the middle part, meaning the arm. Here is my arm, clearly visible. Approximately the very middle section of the arm directly on the body, just like this. It genuinely depends on the specific length and shape of your own arm, so it might extend a little bit past the exact middle point. Now, if you comfortably rest your arm in this particular manner, you'll quickly notice that I am naturally compelled to perform it precisely like this. It will be complicated for me to play if you just rest your arm like that. It will be complicated. Now, if I also rest my arm like this, it will also be complicated for me to feel comfortable playing. My arm will hurt. So preferably, we will rest our arm either here or here. It depends on your arm. So you position your arm like this, you see, like this, you see, right? Now I can move. I can put my thumb either on my first string or my thumb here. That's it. So I position my arm like this, you see, right? Thanks to this, I can play easily. There you go. So the arm is correctly positioned. There you go. I won't have any pain in my arm as well. There you go. That's the right hand position. Now you've positioned your arm properly. You need to play with these 2 fingers. There you go. You'll see that I'm going to play with this finger here and this finger here. And as I play, you'll see that I put my thumb here or my thumb here. Now, you also have the option to move your arm. That is, it's not because you've set your arm here. And that's it. No, just like with the thumb. You can't, if you want to play another one that is, if you want to see that to play that note there, it would be complicated for me in this position to play that note, the B. So what do? You'll see that I slide my arm a bit like this. It's as if I completely lift my arm off the bass guitar, and then I can play my note easily. Now if I want to play the E note, you can see that I've put my arm back in position. When you apply this, it will come naturally to you like a reflex. So you'll see that I take this finger, these 2 fingers, and I play like this. Okay, as I was saying, now we're going to carefully look at the precise fingering with the left hand. So we've clearly seen that we're going to position our fingers exactly like this, with each individual finger comfortably covering one specific fret, just like this. And then we are going to carefully place our middle finger into its proper position. There, this finger goes on the D note. It will play all the notes that are in that fret. So it will play all the notes that are in that fret. Our finger, if it needs to play the G, it will also play everything. The notes that will be in that fret, that means if we play C, we'll skip its interval. will also skip the player to play. And in this particular instance, in something quite like this, you can clearly see that when I played the specific D note to play the intended rejection, perhaps, I slide my finger a little bit, meaning when I play, D, I don't force the finger. You see that if I force the finger, that on the comp, it's complicated for me to play the D. So what am I going to do when I play the C like this? To play the D, I'm going to slide a bit. There you go, you see, right? It's a micro movement. I slide a bit to easily play the D like that. I'll repeat it one more time. I'm saying when I play the C like this, you see my thumb, right? You see the thumb? I'm going to slide it like this. You see, right? There you go. I'm going to slide it a bit to play the D and to play the E. I'll slide it again. You see the movement, right? There you go. The movement is it's a micro movement. There you go. I play C and then I slide a bit to play E and play F. Play G, A, B, and C. There you go. I slide. There you go. The thumb will always be in motion. It's always a movement to make it easier for me to play correctly and keep it smooth. So we play it like this, slowly. Now I'm going to play ACD, so I'll lower my thumb a bit. There you go. I've already lowered it even more to easily and smoothly play A, B, and other notes. I'll do it again one more time. There you go. That's about having the right finger position, so you'll apply this every day and check it, especially your thumb. Your thumb should never go past the neck. That's it for now, because there are other techniques that require the thumb. But as a beginner, you don't necessarily need the thumb. This is our first chapter, so apply this all the time at home. If you have any questions about this chapter, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Okay, take good care of yourself. We'll check in. Ciao.